All right, I'm seeing if we can go live now. It's showing that we are live on Facebook.
As I eat a Twix.
As you eat a Twix, that's right. Everybody gets to see you eat a Twix.
With a cookie crunch.
With a cookie crunch.
Dealing with a visual impairment here.
Yep. We are live on Facebook.
All right, so
everybody can see you eat your cookie crunch.
Let me see if I can get to Facebook.
And they can hear you on Facebook.
They can?
Yes, they can.
I do not see a message that says the Gnarly Dudes are live. Why not?
We are live.
I'm wanting to share it, but I don't have a notice. What was that?
It was just a sound effect I was playing with.
Oh, it sounded like somebody screaming.
It was applause and somebody going, "Yay!"
Okay, how come it didn't start our playlist? It didn't start our playlist.
Hola! Chris Hardy is watching on Facebook.
Hello, it didn't start our playlist.
Why not?
What
did it start?
That's what I'm asking you. Oh, I needed to take it off. No, it's still playing El Guapo's playlist.
Did you right click or left click ours?
I left click ours and it's on the screen right now.
So then why is it playing El Guapo's playlist?
I don't know. I don't have to take it off auto, do I?
No, it shouldn't affect auto either way. I mean, you can take it off auto to just go live and start talking.
All right, I clicked on it again. Okay, now it's showing that our top of the hour is queued up after the song on the right-hand side up top.
Okay.
So I don't know why it didn't do that before. All right, I have a feeling that this is going to work better than last week.
I hope so.
So far, things are going more smoothly, so don't jinx anything.
Well, I'm trying not to. Evan says there's no audio.
No audio.
Evan, are you sure you're listening to the right show? He says, never mind, I hear you.
Okay. Maybe we just weren't talking.
You know, those international rock stars, they've blown out their hearing.
Okay, why don't I see the Gnarly Dudes are live?
Evan says you sound wasted.
I sound wasted?
Yeah, he says Mike sounds wasted.
Tired. It's been a long day. I'm thirsty. It's hot. Hot outside. All right, let's see if this works. Song's coming to an end. Maybe Evan's wasted and he just thinks that I sound wasted because he's wasted.
Ooh. Oh, wow. Wow.
Oh, here we go. All right.
I can hear the motorcycle.
Yeah. Hi, Gary. Oh, here it is. Why did it go way down there?
Go way down where?
Okay, I just started my watch party.
You started your watch party?
Yeah. Okay. Think we're in business.
Rock and roll!
Wrong mouse. I gotta hide this mouse. Now our promo is coming on.
Our promo?
I'm actually hearing the live feed through my phone on like a 2-minute delay. So I just heard you ask me, I started my watch party. Are you listening to the radio at all?
No. Because I got you in one ear for Zoom and in the other ear for the phone. I don't have a third ear.
No?
No.
Good luck, Tim. They're all counting on us. We are live.
That is so much pressure.
It is the Gnarly Dude Show. Once again, coming to you from, well, half from Colorado Springs, half from
I was going to say, how are you going to do that one?
Lubbock, Texas. So we think we may have resolved our technical issues. So you should be able to see us live on Facebook in a split screen. Showing Tim in
Hopefully.
his home studio and me here at the Gnarly Studio in very hot, very warm Colorado Springs.
How hot and warm?
It was so hot that it was hot.
It was so hot that it was hot.
Oh, so
It got up to 96 today here in Lubbock.
got up to 96.
96, yeah.
The temperature gauge in my car said 101 earlier, and it also said 107, but I know it didn't get that hot.
Yeah, that's hot for you guys.
I think it was just a malfunction of my temperature gauge. So Tim, we have a great show lined up.
I hope so.
We have a special edition of Dateable or Undateable. One of our fans submitted us a story that
I love it when our fans do that. That's great.
And so he wishes to remain anonymous. So we will try. I'm probably going to goof up and say his name, but it's a sad story of a man looking for love, and he got. I guess I shouldn't say anymore. I just want to build the suspense so people will stay tuned. So, should we play a song?
Play a song. What are we starting off with?
All right, we are starting off with ABC, Be Near Me.
Oh, will you be near me?
I just realized that I forgot to turn on our mics.
So that whole time our mics weren't on?
So there was dead air for.
Well, I got a text saying there was dead air on Alexa, so that probably explains it.
Yeah. So, um, yeah, I got so excited that everything was working that I forgot to turn on my
Oh.
mics. All right. So how do I get the sound? How do I get the sound from Facebook Live to not be blaring in my ear?
Turn your phone down?
Just turn my phone down? But
Yeah,
isn't
the
that
volume on your
gonna,
phone.
that's gonna turn down the volume that I'm listening to you with?
So how? Yeah, that's right. Because
So can
you're
I,
not going to be able to do Facebook Live on that phone.
so I'm gonna have to stop the share,
Yeah, you're going to have to stop the share.
and I don't even see how to do that. All right. Um, say something so I know I can still hear you.
Something so he knows he can still hear me. He forgot to turn on the mic.
Okay, so um, I minimized Facebook, so now it's working in the background, and
Okay.
I'm not hearing anything through Facebook right now.
Okay.
Maybe my watch party is still live. Okay, so we haven't resolved completely all of the technical issues, and one of those issues being me forgetting to turn on the microphones. I was in such a hurry to get here and get everything put in place. And of course, I had to talk to El Guapo while I was putting together the playlist. And I talked to somebody today who's interested in joining our gnarly team and doing a show.
Who? Who?
His name is Greg Deal. He's a local artist, and he just won. Congratulations to Greg. He just won the $10,000 award for first place in the Downtown Partnership Art on the Streets competition. So
Very nice.
he painted a giant mural of his daughter on the side of a very large building, and I was
As opposed to a very small building?
yes, yes. So he wanted to do something very on a large scale, and Greg is a Native American and Native American activist, and he wants to do an 80s punk show.
An 80s punk show.
Yeah, I think that would be cool.
That would be interesting.
It would.
I could be down for that, depending
Yeah.
on how radical he goes.
I think he could go very radical.
Well, that would be my fear. He just goes like black flag and some real old Husker Du.
Yeah, I think it could be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, does he have the music? Because we sure as heck don't.
I hope so. But we're gonna set up a meeting between him and El Guapo and see what happens.
Chris says your watch party and audio is showing up on Facebook, so you're good.
Okay, good, thanks.
So is he wanting to do a show with us or just a show on his own?
No, on his own.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant he wanted to do a show with us.
No, I meant he wants to join the gnarly team, not the gnarly
okay.
Goose team, the gnarly family. So we could
The gnarly family.
We could have like the most diverse group of radio hosts in the city with
That would be pretty cool.
with
It really would.
Len, and then Greg and Marissa, and
Yep.
the two of us are just mud.
Yeah. We don't add anything. What do we add?
We get it all started. we get it all started on the weekend for Friday night.
That's right. We get the party started.
Oh man, I hold on. I gotta get my kazoo. Kazoo, Vuvuzela. Got my
Look at all your
clipboard.
toys you bring into the studio.
I actually didn't need to bring that much stuff today, and I just grabbed my box. Because I was in a hurry. Gotta get.
You in a hurry?
I was in a hurry, man. I just messed up my hair. Can't have that.
Yeah, I saw Hair 35 was out of place. And Hair 58.
I've been finding a lot more grays lately. I think I caught that from you.
Oh, no. Don't be blaming me for your gray hair. I didn't have gray hair until I met you.
Yeah, right.
And then I met you and you started doing your shows, and that's when it went gray.
Okay.
Dave started going bald.
You're starting to go bald, or I started to go
No,
bald?
Dave.
I forgot to turn the microphones on.
Okay, that's why. I was like, I didn't hear you.
Yeah, we had some dead air for a bit.
It was played.
Hey, El Guapo.
Everything was working so perfectly, and then I screwed up and I forgot to turn on the microphones.
Yeah, I just wondered. I thought, wow, that's weird. Okay, you got
No,
it.
it's me. It's just me.
Yeah, that was you this time.
Yeah, all my fault.
Well, of course we're blaming you.
Dead air.
So, is ABC still playing, or what's playing?
No, John Cougar's playing. Cherry
Oh,
Bomb.
John Cougar.
40 seconds.
Turn the mic this time.
Yeah. Yeah, this time the mic switches are on opposite ends of the board, so I have to
Reach!
either use both hands or do one at a time quickly. Ten seconds. Mike's coming home. John Cougar, Mellencamp, Cherry Bomb. So we thought we had all of our technical issues taken care of, but I screwed up and forgot.
Yes, you did.
Forgot to turn the mics on, so that's why there was dead air. Sorry if you heard dead air. You're driving around. Maybe you thought that the station went down, but it didn't. It was just me.
It was just Mike.
Yeah. So I am here with Tim, or I'm not here with Tim. Tim is at his home in Lubbock, but we are connected via Zoom. And subsequently, Tim is connected to the board. So you should be able to hear him over the airwaves. If you can't hear Tim, then let us know. Call us, send someone over.
Send somebody over, and while they're coming, have them bring a pizza.
Yeah, I'm hungry. I ate a late lunch at 2:00 and I've been out all afternoon, so I'm gonna be like really hungry by the time the show's over. If you Tim, if you see me fall over and I'm no longer on the camera, then that means I passed out from hunger.
So, what were you doing all afternoon? Do tell. Do share.
Well, actually, it started this morning. This morning, I had to meet with the fine folks at our trolley museum because they're on my list for my Sasquatch project, my Then and Now project. So one of the guys there actually wrote a book about the Colorado Springs trolley system, which we had many years ago. And so I chatted with him for a bit, got a photo for my project, and then went to two other locations. I went to check out Quail Lake because I have a photo shoot lined up with the mayor, and we're going to do that at Quail Lake. And I wanted to scout it out to make sure when would be a good time. And then I went over to Memorial Park where they have the veteran memorials, and I have been introduced to the gentleman who was in charge of getting the memorial put up for the Buffalo Soldiers. So I went up there to check out the lighting situation, and we're probably going to set up a shoot with him next week and his committee that got the monument put up there. So I came home, had a phone call related to the project, and someone stepped forward to say that she thinks that she could get me the funds that I need to cover my expenses. So that's very exciting. And then late lunch, and then I had to run downtown for the Downtown Partnership celebration of, it's the kickoff of the 22nd season of our Art on the Streets program. So today happens to be First Friday, and so some of the galleries are open. There's some virtual openings as well tonight. I know Robin's out there. Give a shout out to Robin at Gallery 111 or Art 111 on Bijou. And so there are also scavenger hunt tours going on tonight. So if you get a passport from one of the locations where one of the art pieces is located, then you can go around, and if you visit each one, you get a little sticker at each spot, and then you can send in your passport for a drawing to win a lovely prize. But they gave out the awards for the sculptures and murals that were part of this year's installations. And Greg Deal won the first prize, $10,000 for the mural he did on a building that's on the corner of Tainhone and Pikes Peak. And it's really cool. It's very enormous, and took a lot of work, but I had a feeling he was going to win. And when I told Greg that I had to come here to do the show tonight and told him about the station, he expressed his interest in doing a show for us on Gnarly. So we'll see if that happens.
Very nice.
So
that's cool.
It's been a busy day, and I'm a little overheated. I'm a little tired, and I'm going to be a lot hungry by the time 9 o'clock rolls around. So there you have it.
All in a nutshell.
All in a nutshell.
The exciting life
this is me in
of
a nutshell.
the world famous Mike.
This is me in a nutshell. Hey, I'm in a nutshell. Get me out. What am I doing in here? I'm in a nutshell.
The exciting life of the world famous Mike.
I am world famous, and I am excited. So with that,
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Here's something exciting for you. It's REO Speedwagon. Can't fight this feeling. All right, hopefully that went over the airwaves.
Yes, Chris said it came out good.
Okay, because I could hear you in my microphone or my headphone ear, so that should have gone over the air.
And I just pulled it up on TuneIn real quick, and I got the last couple seconds where you're saying REO Speedwagon can't fight this feeling.
All right. Let's see if I have any comments on my watch party. I don't understand why my phone locks if I'm using it. That doesn't seem right. Keith says, party on. Melissa.
Party on, Keith.
Melissa sent us a clappy icon. And
Thank you, Melissa.
That's it.
Happy birthday, by the way. It's her. Was it last week or this week was her birthday?
It was a couple days ago, I think. I do believe. All right. Well, seems like everything is under control for the moment.
All systems are a go.
Until I do something else that messes things up. So,
Don't touch
dang
anything.
it, I just dropped the Twix on the floor. Luckily,
Oh,
I had another one right next to it. See, you leave and El Guapo puts candy out in the lobby.
yeah, I see that. I want a Twix.
I don't know if there's any correlation.
Yeah, I don't think there is. Purely coincidental.
Mm-hmm. Have you been
See,
practicing?
you can't play your kazoo because you got food in your mouth, you're chewing, you got chocolate all over.
See, if I play my kazoo and I get chocolate on it, that's chocolate I can have later.
Oh, gross.
Hey, Batman just walked by.
Batman.
Some
Oh.
dude in a Batman shirt.
No way.
I was at a venue once where some guy was walking past me and had a Batman shirt on. And I stopped and I shook his hand. I said, thanks, Batman, for keeping the citizens of Gotham safe. He says, no problem. Here's just a random dude wearing a Batman shirt. But he could have been the real Batman.
He could have.
Yeah,
Most
so-
likely he wasn't, though.
But I wanted to thank him. Maybe he was
Thank
part
you.
of the Batman network and he would have passed on my message to Bruce Wayne.
The real Batman?
Yeah.
The real Bruce Wayne?
Mhm.
Adam West?
So I think we're going to have to figure out a way to install another hearing port in your head so that you can listen to the radio.
So I can hear the radio, so I can hear Facebook, so I can hear you, so I can hear Zoom.
Maybe on, they have those medical devices for people who've lost their hearing. And they
Well, we should get that
something.
for Evan, because he couldn't hear you.
No, I get that for you.
I can hear you.
No, we want you to listen to all three sources at one time.
I don't want to listen to all three sources.
But there's awesome songs playing.
I know, that's the downside. I'm missing all this music I requested.
per all of the songs you sent me. There were a couple I couldn't find in my hurried state, so I went with alternates.
Like Cherry Bomb for John Cougar Mellencamp.
Yeah, I couldn't find "Rockin' in the USA." I don't know why. And coming up, it's Traveling Wilburys, which we also heard Traveling Wilburys at the just before the top of the hour.
Oh, did we? Same song or different song?
I think it's a different song.
Well, that's okay then.
Reputation's changeable. Situation's tolerable. Maybe you're adorable.
What?
I wasn't talking to you.
Okay, good. Because I wasn't paying attention.
I think I need to maximize the screen here. It's a little better. I still seem a little dark. I might have to bring in a light.
Yeah, you are a little dark.
Well, I
Got a lot of sun.
was out in the sun a lot today, or this week.
Even taking my glasses off, you still seem a little dark.
That your glasses change how bright people are.
That's right, they do. There's special glasses, they do that.
Do you have X-ray glasses?
Yes, I do.
I want some X-ray glasses.
I know a guy who knows a guy.
Yeah, I could have used them today.
Why?
There were good things to look at. And click on auto on this one. Minute 20 seconds. Dun, 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 dun.
The final countdown.
I did go on a mission to find some suction cup darts, but like I went to Walmart and the Nerf gun aisle was like ransacked. There was hardly anything there. And this was just a couple weeks ago. So I don't know if Nerf's having supply issues or people are just buying up all the Nerf stuff.
Probably both. The lockdown has caused people to go out and start Nerf gun wars.
Somebody also shared that this friend of mine who is big time into Legos, and he shared a picture the other day of empty shelves at Walmart. He's like, this is the third Walmart store I've been to that's like this. 20 seconds. Are you ready?
I was born ready.
Ready for what? That's the question. All right, mic's coming on. Traveling Wilburys, handle with care. Are you fragile, Tim? Do you need to be handled with care?
I do not need to be handled with care, but thank you for asking, Mike. I
Okay.
appreciate your concern.
Well, I was a Wilbury.
You were a what?
I was a Wilbury. I was Rusty Wilbury. You didn't know that about me, did you? I was a roadie. Equipment guy. I set up the microphones. Set up the microphones for Bob and Tom and George.
Bob and Tom?
Yeah, Bob Dylan and Tom Petty. George
Oh,
Johnson.
I thought you meant Bob and Tom, the radio guys out
No,
of
not
Indiana.
those screwballs.
Oh.
Yeah, I stopped listening.
But they're making more money than you and I.
Yeah, that's true. I stopped listening to them after a while.
I stopped listening probably over 10 years ago, 11, 12 years ago.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about them. We need to talk about us, the gnarly dudes.
Okay, let's talk about us.
Yeah, so I mentioned earlier that I'm working on my sesquicentennial project. So I am in the process of creating a masterpiece on top of Tesla Hill, where Tesla's lab was. And so I've been going out there to get lightning photos. And Wednesday was just the ultimate lightning storm. And I was out there for 4.5 hours. And I have a device that triggers my camera when the lightning strikes, and my camera was triggered more than 500 times. And of those 500 times, I got 79 photos with at least some lightning in them. So now I have enough to work with for my masterpiece. So
There you go.
it was pretty crazy. So now that was my 15th trip to Tesla Hill to get those types of photos, and now I could say that I'm done. I'm done with that portion of that particular photo. So it's going to be cool. It's going to end up being just as famous as Tesla's photo, the photo of him in the lab with the Tesla coil going and all the lightning bolts. All the arcing and stuff. So my photo is going to be just as famous as his.
So is yours going to become just as famous?
That's what I just said.
Oh, you faded out there.
Oh, sorry. How did I fade out?
I don't know. You just faded out.
I can smell El Guapo.
Actually, is the mic on? Did you check to make sure the mic's on?
Yeah, the mic's on.
Okay.
Yeah, and the green light is going when I'm talking.
Cool.
So, El Guapo is making dinner, and I can smell it here in the studio.
So what's he having?
I don't know. It smells like chicken.
Smells like chicken.
So I just turned my mic up a little bit.
So maybe you need to go throw a song on so you can go see what's for dinner.
Well,
Text him, tell him to bring a plate over to you.
we got a couple ads to hear, and then we'll be back. If only you can hear. Oh, my nose is running.
I don't want to hear that.
Maybe we can get our towels mixed up.
Get our what mixed up?
Our towels. What happened to my Twix? Oh, there it is. Hold on. I'm going in. I'm back. Big Len, Gnarly Brews. He's been
Big
hitting
Lynn.
He's been hitting it out of the park lately.
Has he?
So now
I'm
what's
jealous.
playing is Eric Clapton. She's Waiting. Good song.
Oh, great song.
Is that from Autumn?
Is that from what?
His album Autumn.
Oh, that I don't know.
Look it up, Mr. Interwebs, dude.
Give me a second. It's from the album Behind the Sun.
Oh, Behind the Sun. Yeah, he had a couple albums real close to each other in the 80s.
Nope, that one was from Behind the Sun. You're still chowing down. Man, how much food you bring in there?
Didn't you see me go go diving for the Twix that fell on the floor?
Don't tell me you ate that. That was beyond
That
the
was-
5-second rule.
It was in the wrapper.
Okay.
See, I have a 3. I ate 3.
Uh-huh. I had 3. 3 is a magic number.
3 is the magic number.
Yeah. Didn't you know that? Didn't you learn that from Schoolhouse Rocks?
That was on Schoolhouse Rock.
Yeah. 3 is a magic number.
I don't remember that. Now, 333 is the magic number.
333? No,
Yeah.
it's just 3.
No, 3 threes.
No, it's just 3. Go watch Schoolhouse Rocks.
When you
It's
see,
the same.
When you see 333 all the time, that means that the angels surrounding you are watching you and helping you.
Oh, is that what that means?
Yeah, I see it all the time.
And what fairy tale book did you get that out of?
It's numerology.
Yeah, same thing.
It's crazy though, because I see it all the time.
And let me guess, you're one of those who believes there's a significance to seeing 11:11.
I see 11:11 a lot too. Yeah, that's supposed to be a sign that you are where you're supposed to be in your life. So, do you see it at all?
No, I guess I don't know where I'm supposed to be in my life. I have no clue.
Yeah, I see that all the time. We used to think it was a sign from my grandmother on my father's side because she was born and died on November 11th.
Wow.
So we thought it was grandma just, checking in, saying hi, that she was watching, taking care of us. And lately I've been seeing 1, 2, 3, 4 a lot too. I'm not sure what that one means. I guess I'm just tuned in. I'm tuned in, man. You know,
Tuned in. Yeah, right.
tuned into the universe, tuned into Gnarly 101.3. She's waiting. So I guess with you moving, it's made it really difficult for us to do any gnarly yokis.
We could figure out a way to do it.
Unless we record individual tracks. Some goofy guy
Yeah.
just walked by and he's looking at me in the window.
How come you're not waving? You're supposed to be waving to everybody.
I don't want to encourage anybody. That was your job to wave at people.
So did you happen to see any of the cars in front of the Gold Room for Peaks and Pasties thing tonight?
No.
We were supposed to have a bunch of the hill climb race cars out in front of the Gold Room tonight.
Tonight, but the hill climb isn't until the end of the month.
But they're doing some type of event in coordination with that.
Okay.
Apparently they're having some driver there too tonight for their show.
Oh, must be a local person. But I just, there was a press release that came out yesterday that 3 new Tesla models will be participating in the hill climb. So that'd be cool. I'll be there. I'll be there photographing. Probably on the summit.
Very nice.
Because there's a photo that I want to get, and it's titled "The First Vehicle on Top of Pikes Peak," and it's this old wagon with horses, guys standing around. So I'm trying to find out what firsts there are for this year's race. So the new Tesla models might qualify for that. So like to try to get a photo to match the first vehicle on Pikes Peak. Inksys is playing.
You can hear a lot of motorcycles going by the window.
I think that was a car. One of those stupid loud mufflers. We need better soundproofing in this place.
Yes, you do.
It's pretty amazing how busy Colorado Avenue is.
Well, back in the March and April, it really wasn't that busy when everything was shut down.
Yeah.
For COVID, and you and I were doing the show on Fridays. It wasn't busy at all.
Yeah.
25 wasn't busy at all. Going to the station and going back home from the station.
That's my NXS dance. I'm sorry, Inksys. Play some Inksys, dude. Oh, I guess I should take this out of auto. In case you want to come back on the air.
We'll do the dance again. We want to see the dance again.
New sensation.
Keep dancing. You're going to have fun when you watch this tomorrow.
Yeah, I said I couldn't watch all of last week's show. It was so bad. The audio was so bad
Yes, it was. That's what I kept trying to tell you.
on my end. It's
It
surprised
was really bad when you were doing. It was really bad when you were doing dateable or undateable because I couldn't hear anything you were saying during that segment.
Yeah. Well, hopefully this is much better.
You haven't dropped out at all. I can hear you real well.
Okay, good. 15 seconds.
Who's watching? Who's in the house?
10 seconds. Mike's coming on. New sensation. That was In Excess, otherwise known as Inxus Live with New Sensation. Have you had any new sensations lately, Tim?
All the time.
You have new sensations all the time.
That's right.
Okay.
Otherwise, they wouldn't be new. They would just be sensations.
What kind of sensations are you experiencing right now?
Tingling in my toes.
Just your toes?
Just my toes. Don't get too excited there, Mike. Just my toes.
Is it just because we're on the air that you're...
No, it's because my foot fell asleep.
All right, well, I guess you're just going to have to sit there and, let your foot stay asleep because you can't get
I'm
out.
going to have to stand up in a minute and walk around.
You can't get out of your chair.
Oh.
Well,
And don't you hate it when your foot falls asleep, though?
yeah. The worst is when your whole arm falls asleep. When you go to bed and you fall asleep and then you wake up and your whole arm is
Oh, yeah. You got to move the arm around, and then by then you wake up and you
gotta-
can't get back to sleep.
You got to pick up your arm and you pick up your arm and you let it go and then you hit yourself in the face. Oh,
Exactly.
That's going to happen tonight now. Now that I've mentioned that, it's going to happen to me when I'm sleeping tonight. So,
You're going to slap yourself in the face.
no, my arm's going to fall asleep.
I know. And you're going to slap yourself in the face trying to wake it up. You're flaying it all over and hit yourself in the face.
So, how has life been in Texas? In Tejas?
Tejas.
Tejas.
It's actually nice. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's been hot, but it's been spending a lot of time. I've just celebrated 1 month down here, but been spending a lot of that first month just getting things organized and making some changes to the house that I wanted to make right away.
You've been down there a month already?
I have.
Wow. That's
I
impressive.
officially moved July 3rd.
July 3rd.
It's August 7th today.
I just turned your mic up a little bit. It's August 7th?
Yes, it
Yeah,
is.
I guess you're right. And this past week I've been making plans for dates in September. I'm like, it's almost September already?
I know. I can't believe how fast this year has just gone by, especially considering all the lockdown we've gone through.
Yeah, and I know how miserable you were during the lockdown.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, there were some times when you came to the studio and you were really crabby.
Oh, really?
Because you couldn't go out and see any live music and go out to dinner and things like that.
Yes, I did miss going out to live music. In fact, I still haven't been out to see live music.
Why not? Haven't found any venues yet?
No, I've found venues. A lot of it is just haven't really had the opportunity. Most of them have been at restaurants because bars are shut down. Just straight out bars are shut down. So most of them have been at restaurants, and I just haven't gone out to. I really don't feel comfortable just going to a restaurant and sitting in a restaurant right now and watching music and trying to eat with people walking around, some not having masks on.
What do you think people are gonna spit in your food?
There's always that possibility. Hey, you're one of the gnarly dudes, aren't you? Why, yes, I am.
Yeah, so now are you gonna try to help us establish a following in Texas?
That will be one of my plans once things settle down a little bit for me to build up our Texas base.
Yeah, so how do you plan on doing that?
I have no idea, sir. Drop trial.
Drop trial. That's your answer to everything.
That's right, it is.
You can go to some when the music venues open up. You can go and dress like Garth, and we'll send you a banner.
I'll say I need stickers and T-shirts that say "gnarly dudes," but we don't have any of those.
We have stickers. We'll send you some
Not gnarly
stickers.
dude stickers.
Oh well, we have Gnarly 101.3 stickers.
Yeah, but I need gnarly dudes.
All right, you're not going to promote the entire Gnarly situation, just us.
Well, if I give somebody a sticker that says "gnarly 101.3 FM," so they get in their car and they turn on 101.3 FM here in Texas, they're not going to hear gnarly 101.3.
That's true.
They're going to hear something else, and then they're going to say, "This isn't gnarly."
That's the opposite of Gnarly.
Right, and so they'll leave bad reviews and everything, and that's not what I want to happen.
Okay, all right, I see your point.
See, I've been thinking, sir. I've been
You've
thinking.
been thinking. That's dangerous. It's hazardous to your health for you to think.
Oh, yes, it is hazardous, my health. I'm waiting for the day where I don't have to think anymore.
Yeah, well, you know what's happened to me a few days in the past couple weeks is that I have gone to bed and then woke up in the morning and completely forgot what time it was I went to bed. So I don't know how many hours of sleep I got.
Wow.
And I mentioned that to my doctor yesterday, and she just kind of scratched her head. She's like, I don't know, maybe it's this new medication you put me on, making me forget what time I went to bed. So it's just weird. That's never happened to me before. So
Senility setting in, Mike.
probably, yeah, I think it might be a result of doing the show and having to wear headphones and be surrounded by maybe it's because I've been up on Tesla Hill getting zapped by lightning bolts. Maybe I got struck by lightning and I didn't know it. And it's it's made some things disconnect in my brain.
That is a strong possibility. I could believe that possibility.
Yeah, so maybe that's what happened. So, all right, let's play some music here. We got Queen coming up. Play the game. You should be listening to the songs, the sound effects at the beginning. It's kind of like Flash Gordon.
Flash Gordon. I don't think that was a good song by them.
Flash Gordon?
Yeah.
No, it was pretty bad.
Yeah.
That whole soundtrack was pretty bad. Not their finest work.
That's for sure. Who do you got coming up on the playlist?
Next, it's Eurythmics, Missionary Man.
And who else?
And then top of the hour. Hey, we've made it through an hour
Yes, we have.
without any smoke coming from the board. One of these days, we're going to go live, and my camera, there's just going to be nothing but smoke.
And I'll be sitting there going, "Woo, what cool special effects Mike's got going on."
Mike must have got that dragon with the fog machine.
Oh man, that looked cool.
Yeah, it was $400.
Well, yeah, it was $400. I'm not buying it, but it looked cool.
But it did look cool. I was like, yeah, I'd love to just put that in my yard and just let it sit there all year round.
Well, I would like to put it in the yard when somebody walks up to the door, the dragon moves and starts
Yeah.
shooting out smoke and everything. You know, like a guard dragon.
Yeah, be cool. You could like put a chain on its neck and tie it to a tree.
There you go. That's right.
Kind of like
And a sign, "Don't feed the dragon."
Was it the Munsters that had the pet dragon in the underneath the stairs?
Yes, I
Yeah.
believe it was.
Okay. Yeah, you could do that. Oh, do you still have that email I sent you with the news stories?
No,
No.
no.
Dang it. Because I didn't have time to look for news stories today.
Well, we got a couple. Some that I sent you earlier in the week.
Yeah, well, you're in charge of the news now.
Oh, I'm in charge of the news.
Yeah, you're the news department. Because you need something to do.
Oh, I need something to do.
Yeah, and then you get to send Marcel on our international assignments.
Is she still watching us?
She said hi last week because it was Get Gnarly Day. Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember that.
See if anybody else said anything on live. Why does it say a co-host paused the video? A host or co-host paused the video.
I don't know. It's still streaming on our Facebook page.
Yeah, I'm saying my watch party. Well, Marcel liked my watch party, so that was 18 minutes ago. I don't know what's going on with this stuff. We need a social
Tell you need
media-
an 11-year-old kid to tell you how to do all this.
We need a social media director here at the station.
That we do.
You know, there's just too much stuff. And you know how hard I work to be entertaining every show. So
You work hard?
I do. And if I have to do other things, then that takes away from me doing what I do best,
Which is?
which is be entertaining. And play the kazoo. See, I've hardly played the kazoo the last couple weeks. I think I've played the
And you know what, Mike? The fans have not been missing it. No, they haven't.
I've gotten a lot of letters.
I have not seen any posts saying, "Where's the kazoo? We missed the
They
kazoo."
come to me directly and said, "Where's the Arizona?"
Okay, those are those bots that you hired.
Bots.
Yeah, those Chinese bots.
The fembots?
Yeah, something like that.
The fembots. Hey, it looks like we're going to hit the top of the hour right at the top of the hour.
We must have been playing more music than normal. Or talking less.
Well, we did have that 10 minutes of radio silence. I know that helped. Yeah, I think we have an extended version of Dateable or Undateable tonight.
And extended.
Yeah, because I have something to say.
Oh, there's a shocker.
Yeah, about something I've noticed on profiles that I find rather disturbing. And then we have the stuff from our friend, which I need to get that onto my screen somehow, some way. He sent me some screenshots. All right, they are here.
So is that what we're doing next? Is dateable or undateable?
We can after the top of the hour stuff.
It's up to you. I don't care.
Oh, it's up to me. You don't care?
Yeah, you're the one running the control board.
Everybody needs a Yugo. Did you know that?
Yes.
He's put some more movie clips in the playlist, and today I heard the bit from Easy Money, Rodney Dangerfield's ad for his Big and Fat store.
Yeah, I heard that one.
That was pretty funny.
He needs to retire the one from WKRP and the one from 16 Candles.
You know, every time I hear the one from 16 Candles, I still laugh. No more Yankee, my Hanky. The donger need food. Automobile. Big lake, crash, big lake. Oop. Grabbing the wrong mouse again. He's got some funky music in this ad. Hey, top of the hour at 2 minutes past. A lot of long distance companies would like to think that you don't know what you're doing. No
We
need
don't know
credit-
what we're doing.
No need of credit for wrong numbers. Do you ever do that? Do you remember doing that? Like if you dial the wrong number long distance and you call the operator and say, I dialed the wrong number and ask them for credit on the call?
Yep.
Yeah, I remember doing that. Uh-oh. Sorry, I forgot to take it off auto, so we're hearing Prince right now. When doves cry. Don't cry, Tim.
I'm not crying.
Yeah. We're going to talk about, what was it? I wrote it down, I think, somewhere. About Purple Rain hitting the charts this week in
Yeah, we can do that.
1984.
Yes, we can talk about that.
See, I actually wrote some notes. Oh, and See, I was in such a hurry, I forgot to add Psychedelic Furs to the playlist. And Guns N' Roses. I don't know if we have any Guns N' Roses. But they all made music news this week.
And somebody else today. I posted it today.
See, this dance is similar to the IXS dance. When doves cry. Is that an actual recording of doves crying in the song? That
Yes.
that sound?
Don't you know that? Don't you know that?
Even doves that cry. Maybe you're just like my mother.
She never satisfied.
She's never satisfied. Why do we scream at each other?
This is what it sounds like when doves cry.
Have we ever screamed at each other, Tim?
Have we screamed at each other?
Yeah.
Not that I can recall.
Maybe it's time to start.
Oh, so what are you trying to say there, Mike?
I'm saying that maybe we should start some primal scream therapy. Don't you miss this? Don't you miss being in the studio?
I yes, I do. I really do. You don't know how much I miss that.
Well, maybe you should like fly in every other weekend.
Sure, you want to spring for the ticket?
No.
Okay.
Sure, I'm sure there's a travel budget in the gnarly the gnarly system.
Yeah.
It's, what was that movie where they took an airplane and there were chickens on the plane and
I don't
it
know
was
what
like
movie you're talking about.
flying down to South America or something. There were chickens on the plane and all kinds of other stuff. It could be like planes, trains, and automobiles, and you can hitch a ride with someone.
Hitch a ride up to Amarillo. See if I can get another ride over to Dalhart.
Yep.
Then another ride over to Clayton, New Mexico, and
Woo! All right, I'm all tangled up here. All this dancing.
you've just got the moves, sir. You've got the moves.
I'm telling you.
What those moves are, we don't know, but you got the moves. We're still trying to figure them out.
Lately, the moves
150 years from now, science is going to watch these videos and go, "What the hell is that guy doing?"
Lately, the moves have been slow and painful.
You're getting old.
10 seconds.
You're getting old, sir.
Mike's coming on. Prince, When Doves Cry. I'm actually crying right now. I gotta wipe my eyes.
Crying because the song made you cry, or crying because you're doing the show? What are you crying about?
I'm crying because I miss you so much, Tim.
Oh, I miss you too, Mike.
Should we talk about our feelings now?
No.
Well, let's talk about some music news.
Yes. It was a big week this week.
Big week this week. So
Yes, it was.
the Psychedelic Furs released a new album this week.
Yes, I did.
I listened to it last night, and I didn't really pay too much attention to it, so I can't tell you whether or not it's good. I was doing
Wow.
other things while I had the music on, and but it seemed like typical Fur stuff, kind of dreary and lonesome. What other news
Well,
was there?
in other news, more exciting news than that,
Yeah.
on August the 4th, 1984, Prince started a 24-week run on the top of the U.S. album charts with the album Purple Rain. His sixth studio album, which featured the hits which we just heard, When Doves Cry and Let's Go Crazy, as well as the title track. It has sold over 20 million copies worldwide,
20 million.
becoming the seventh best-selling soundtrack album of all times.
What are the other six? What are the other top six?
Well, the journalist who wrote the story did not,
We always have questions that come up when we read stories, and
that's right.
the people just fail us. They fall short at giving us that information.
We need better journalists.
We do.
And then yesterday, going back to 1988, August 6th, Appetite for Destruction by Guns N' Roses, their debut album, went to number 1 in the U.S. after spending 57 weeks on the chart and selling over 5 million copies. Singles from the album Sweet Child of Mine, Sweet Child of Mine,
Don't ever do that again.
Welcome to the Jungle, and Paradise City were all U.S. top 10 hits. Worldwide sales now stand in excess of 28 million, and the album is the best-selling debut album of all time in the U.S., beating who? Do you know who?
No. Frank Sinatra.
No, Boston's debut album, Boston.
See,
Yes.
I think that's a better album than Guns N' Roses. Yes,
You think that's better than Guns N' Roses?
definitely. Yeah. I've never been a big GNR fan, as the kids call them. And I actually did listen to the album recently, and there's some good songs on it, but I don't think it's the breakthrough album that everybody says it is. There were things on there that I just thought, yeah. So that's my opinion. I'm sticking to it. Boston's debut.
Well, okay. Now that you mentioned that, are there any artists or albums from the 80s that over time you've come to appreciate more than when you first heard it back in the 80s? When you first heard it, it was like, oh my God, no, I hate this, or I hate this artist. But now over time you've come to appreciate that artist?
None that I can think of. No, maybe I'll think of something by the end of the show, but I can't think of anything off the top of my head right now. So I try to be open-minded when I listen to music, and some things just won't don't click with me. So that was one that really didn't. So I guess I'm obviously in the minority because so many people love that album. But maybe
when it's sold over 5 million copies,
maybe
28 million worldwide.
Maybe I'm tainted because he caused that riot in St. Louis when I was living there. Axl Rose.
Yes,
Yeah,
Axl
who
Rose.
names their
Yes.
kid Axel? I don't know.
What do you think that's his real name, or don't you think that's his stage name?
It could be his real name. I don't know. Let's call him up. Let's call him up and ask him.
Okay, you got his number?
Yo, dude, Axel, your real name, man.
Yeah. Anybody know Axl Rose? Have him call into the Gnarly studio. We want to talk to him about his name.
Okay. All right. Well, should we play one more song?
Nope, his name was William Bruce Rose Jr.
No wonder he changed it. No wonder he changed it. Yeah, I don't blame him. So, should we play one more song and then do Dateable or Undateable, or jump right into Dateable or Undateable?
Let's just jump right into it.
All right. Well,
The crowd has been anticipating this
the
because
entire
we've
show?
been teasing it.
you're assuming that people have stuck with us for an hour and 15 minutes?
Well, this is true. I don't think anybody has stuck with us for an hour and 15 minutes.
All right. Well, here it goes. Come on, Tim, play along. All right.
You can't hit those low notes.
And you can.
I never said I could.
Let me get back into my phone here and find what I'm looking for. But first, before we read our friend's story, I have been doing my research.
Well, hold on. Before you go into this,
Yeah,
guess what I have?
that's what you have.
Yeah.
You have a date.
I got the buzzer.
You got the buzzer.
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
I just played it.
I couldn't hear it.
Well, don't worry. Our audience can hear it.
They can?
Yeah.
Well, I couldn't hear it. So, all right. So I've been doing lots and lots of research, and I messaged you about this yesterday. I came across a profile, and the user name had the word angel in it. And when I saw that combined with the person's picture, the first thing that popped into my head was angel of death. And I don't know about you, but every once in a while I get these laughing fits. My mother used to do this too. And I could not stop laughing. I just thought immediately angel of death, and maybe she should change her username. And
Well, I do admit, you sent me the photo of her, and she is no angel, that's for sure.
you know that anybody who is named Angel or refers to themselves as Angel is the opposite of angelic. Right?
This is true.
It's true, yeah. So I had a good laugh, and we're not going to mention who she was because we don't want to make fun of her. But sometimes I just find myself so hilarious, and I just kept laughing. I guess maybe I needed a good laugh yesterday. But one thing that I've noticed that I find disturbing is that there are a lot of women on this one particular dating site that create usernames that have an adverb combined with an adjective. So I have a number of examples to read you.
I was going to say, give us an example.
Right. So absolutely caring, perfectly happy, royally fierce, curiously content, truly real, passionately happy, boldly loyal, and she spelled boldly wrong, beautifully nice, royally brave. What's with the royal stuff? Obviously sweet, positively clever, honestly rare, sweetly loyal, cautiously searching, significantly loyal, and I think the best one, perfectly imperfect. So this makes me suspicious that this is some sort of conspiracy, that maybe these profiles are fake and it's the people behind the website that are creating these usernames. Because why would so many women have names like these? It's a mystery to me at this point.
Well, I agree. There was an awful lot that had the word loyal in them. It seemed a little strange that there were that many.
Yeah, yeah. So it is odd. I know that in the past, Match was accused of setting up fake profiles and then
No.
sending messages to guys just to get them hooked in to pay for the service. So I think something
No.
I think something is afoot. Something is fishy in the state of Denmark.
The
So
state of Denmark? That's a country, not a state.
so speaking of fishy and foul things, our mutual friend, we won't mention his name, um, said that he was communicating with some woman from a dating app, and she turned him down. And I'm gonna go through the whole scenario here. So this person is 31 years old, and she lives where in the town that he lives, and she says she's a lover of words and stories, artist, foodie, world traveler, and crier at Disney movies. Do you cry at Disney movies?
No. I cried that I wasted money on them. Are you going to spend $30 to watch the Mulan?
No, definitely not. I would cry if I had to do that. Looking for someone to explore whatever delights us, to read in the same room with. Is that something you desire, to sit in a room and read together? I don't know.
No.
And who won't let me win at board games? So she doesn't want someone to just let her win. Let's see some characteristics here. She has a graduate degree. She drinks socially, never smokes. She's searching for a relationship. She's a Virgo, and that's all I want to say about that. Um, a fun fact I'm obsessed with is that trees grow in communal networks. They communicate warnings, form alliances, and help each other by sending nutrients to those in need. I could use some nutrients right now.
I gave her a buzzer on that
Oh, you
one.
did? Okay, all right. Yeah,
Yeah. Y-
that's
y-
that's a little.
Yeah, that was a little out there for me, so that's
Yeah.
why I gave her a buzzer. You couldn't hear it, but I gave her a buzzer.
Okay. As a child, I was really into all the stuff I'm returning to now that I've decided to stop letting others decide what parts of me are valuable. What parts of you are valuable, Tim?
My mind.
Not your
Don't
body.
you know that by now? It's my mind.
Part of this one is cut off, but it says, I'm always the first one to run out of oxygen because on a dive, I'm gasping the whole time. This world is
What?
amazing. What can I say? I guess she's talking about going diving, deep sea diving, and she's the first one to run out of oxygen because she's breathing heavy because she's amazed at the beauty of the world.
See, I interpreted she ran out of oxygen because she's very lightheaded. She's light in the head.
There's a lot of space in the cranium to fill with
Exactly
air.
right.
Okay.
You're following along.
All right, so here we're going to go into the response that our friend got because this person that we're speaking of, our friend, has a very successful career, a career that usually women's mothers are saying you need to marry a person like this, right? And
Doctors?
and he's also a very talented musician. Recently released a new album that's doing very well, getting a lot of good press. And so he mentioned that to her, and this is her response. This is so amazing. We'll call him Bruce. This is so amazing, Bruce! Exclamation point. Oh my goodness! Exclamation point. it must feel so with 5 O's, exciting and joyful, exclamation point. And you must feel so with 4 O's, proud. And I'm not sure what those icons are. Anyway, I'm really happy and excited for you, and this is clearly a really important time for you to focus on your music and bask in the glow you've finally gotten through recognition that you've deserved all along, I'm sure. Your energy is so strong right now, and that's so incredible! Exclamation point. You really must feel like a magical unicorn. I didn't ask him if he feels like a magical unicorn. That I need to follow up with him.
Yeah, I'm going to text him tonight, see if he feels like a magical unicorn.
I want to see a picture of him in a unicorn costume,
You and I both.
playing a guitar, and
Yeah, that's right.
with a rainbow coming out of his butt. So all right, here we go. Here it is. Here's where she lays it on. For me, where I'm at in energy right now, it's just feeling like something I can't really engage with. I don't really know anything about the music world or the making music world, and I think it's making it hard for us to connect.
What?
I feel so totally out of my element, and you so totally deserve someone who can be on your level and engage in all of this with you. I know this will be a disappointment, albeit small, in the midst of all this other fame and excitement, and I'm not going to be able to join you for dinner on Sunday. It just doesn't feel right to me now for some reason, and I need to listen to that. I wish you all the very greatest success with this new and splendiferous chapter in your music career! Exclamation point. Bask in it! Exclamation point. Revel in it! Exclamation point. Enjoy! Exclamation point. And maybe our paths will cross again at another time. What a load of crap!
So what I want to know is, does she mean where my path will cross with you at another time when you're not doing well, when you're not successful, when you're a loser? That's when she hopes the paths cross?
Yeah, this to me is a supersized portion of cuckoo. I mean, who would not want to be in? Well, we know this person, so we're obviously biased, but however, who passes up the opportunity to get to know, whether or not they're dating or just friends, to get to know someone who is reaching a high point in their career, be it a musical career or otherwise. So she has the opportunity to get in on the ground floor as a groupie to somebody who's going to be, I certainly hope that when he goes on tour, he's, getting a lot of groupies. So this is, when he shared this with me, my first response was, this is women's intuition, right? They're feeling. I got to go with my gut, which in my experience has usually been very, very wrong. But they listen to these whatever thoughts they have, and they feel that it's so strong that they shouldn't change their minds. So I shared with him the story of a woman that I started dating. We went out a couple times, and she told me that she didn't want to see me anymore because she thought that I liked her. she's like, oh, I've never had anybody be so nice to me and make dinner for me and stuff like that. And I just think you like me too much. I'm like, no,
Well, see,
no, I hate your guts.
hearing that last part, to me, I got the image that she was jealous of his fame. She was jealous of the success that he is finally achieving, and that's why she couldn't do it, because she was jealous of that, because she is not achieving whatever success she is pursuing in her endeavors.
Yeah. Okay. Or maybe she needs to be the center of attention, and
That too.
if he's getting it, then she won't.
That very well could be.
Maybe she knows.
I mean,
Maybe she knows that groupies are in his future, and she just wouldn't be able to handle it.
well, I mean, you and I know several artists. I mean, we're friends with a lot of different, I shouldn't say a lot, but we're friends with several different artists in
Okay.
various different genres. And I am so happy any one of them reach any level of success.
Oh yeah.
That why would you not want to celebrate that and get to know that person even more?
Right.
I mean, there's so many artists out there that you and I have met and talked to that I just want to know more and more about them,
Yeah.
learn more about them.
Exactly. So yeah, cuckoo. We don't have the cuckoo clock sound effect. Cuckoo.
No, we don't, but we're going to give her a big,
Yeah.
Buzzer.
Big giant buzzer. Let me see if I can find it here on my side. All right, I'm gonna do three strikes, you're out. So yeah, I told him that he's better off knowing that, or better off finding out right now that she's a nut job than later on after he's got some time and money.
or that she didn't want to be a part of his success, or didn't want to
Yeah.
enjoy that success with him.
So now that explains why women don't find me attractive. It's because of my success.
They don't want to, they're jealous of your success.
Jealous of my success, or my soon-to-be success with this big project. So anyway, but yeah, I almost said his name. Sorry, but yeah, we both feel you need to move on and move on very quickly. far away from this one.
Exactly right. Run,
Run,
Forrest, run.
Forrest, run. So that is our extended version of Dateable or Undateable tonight. The fans' favorite part of our show. Your favorite part of the show.
The fans demand it.
They do. All right. Well, maybe they demanded this song. It's Ray Parker Jr. Ghostbusters. Who are you gonna call? Who are you gonna call, Tim?
Ghostbusters.
Oh man, when Evan
Don't say his name.
Oh,
Don't say his
sorry.
name.
when Bruce posted that, I was like, man, you gotta send this to me because we gotta do this on Dateable or Undateable. So
That's just nuts. That's just nuts.
it's just wrong, because how often do we try to do things to not only improve our own lives and to achieve some sort of success, but you think that would attract people to you because of your success. But she's saying she doesn't know anything about the music industry, so she can't handle it. It's like, okay, why not try to learn something about the music industry? So
Right. And it's not like he's going on a world tour and going to
Right.
Wimbledon or
but
JFK
hopefully,
Stadium.
Hopefully he will.
Yeah, hopefully next year he will.
Yeah, but it's like, okay, yeah.
And I'm going to quit my job and follow him.
So what Bruce needs is a woman who will be his muse, and then he will continue to write good stuff, and then the success will continue to follow.
So who's your muse? Because we're waiting for you to write good stuff.
Yeah, the girl on the Candy-O, the girl on the Candy-O cover.
The girl on the Candy-O cover.
Yeah, she inspires me.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure she does.
inspires me in more than one way.
Exactly right.
Oh, I'm crying again. Crying for Evan. Sorry, Bruce. I told you
Don't
I was
cry
gonna.
for me, Argentina.
Oh, yeah. Well, I said I had two other profiles that I had found, and I was going to use one of them tonight and save one for another night. But after this story was brought to my attention, I'm like, nah, I got to do this, and I put those others aside.
Good call.
But the whole thing about the profile names, it's just kind of freaky. It's just very suspicious, you know. Did they all watch the same advice video as to how to set up your profile and create a name like this? You know, it's just so weird that so many women would have similar usernames.
Well, see, that's maybe what you need to start doing is you need to start creating videos for women on how to create profiles on the
Yeah.
dating sites.
So what I was thinking about doing, and I actually wrote some stuff down. I'm thinking of rewriting my profile and writing it as if I were a woman and see how women would respond to it. Like, oh, any day at the beach, I just love the beach. And I'm just as comfortable in a business suit and tie as I am in a t-shirt and jeans and flip-flops. Who cares? My kids are my world, and so is my dog. So that means that at best you're number three. How would you feel? How would you feel?
Don't forget religion. You got to have religion in there.
Yeah, if God is your number one guy, or if Jesus is your number one guy, you know. Let me see if I can get anything from these sloppy notes that I wrote. Oh, here's a good one. So many women describe themselves as sassy. Is that like an endearing term? You know, I'm sassy. I'm sassy, so that means you should like me. Like, really? That sounds like a personal problem. I don't know. So what would a woman say if I described myself as sassy? I'm sassy. Tim, would you?
What I think you should do is do that profile, taking lines from a bunch of other female profiles.
That's what I'm going to do.
And put one together and post it. I think you should do that and report back to us.
I'm sassy, and I'm a gypsy. I'm a gypsy at heart. You know where I come
Don't
from.
forget the one about the dancing on the eyelashes or whatever.
Capture you with my eyelashes.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh. Well, how about if you don't write enough, then you're obviously bad in bed.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, and I think the best one is that you have to make me laugh. Do you think there's any profile that a guy has written that says, I need to date a woman who makes me laugh? You have to make me laugh in order to date me. Are you so sad that you can't laugh any other way?
Make me laugh.
Yeah.
You get a date with me if you make me laugh.
I don't think that I'm gonna get too many prospects, which is no different than what's happening now. So
I was gonna say what's different from now. I mean,
yeah, I got nothing to lose.
you might get some responses that are pretty good that we can use during the show.
Yeah. And be like, hey, the tables have turned. So I'm writing this profile, Using lines that I have read in the profiles of women.
Yeah, I think
So
you ought to, at the very end of it, you do several spaces, and at the very bottom put all these lines were taken from female profiles. What do you think?
they might not make it all the way to the end. So I might have to put that at the beginning.
No, because then I don't want them to. You don't want them to stop reading. You want them to read and then comment.
Yeah, but they might read the first two things and then just go, I'm out of here.
Oh, Mike, your love life.
Yeah, what love life. But I tell you, a lot of the profiles I've been seeing, I look at the pictures and I'm like, that's a dude, you know?
That's a dude.
That's a dude. Yeah, and then there was the angel of death.
Yeah, she was scary.
Oh, that's not even the worst of it.
I mean, she looks like that picture almost makes her look like Medusa.
I should share some of the other pictures I've seen. It's like, oh.
No, I don't want nightmares. Midnight angels. That mean because she's the angel of death?
Oh, scary. Scary stuff. Soft Cell playing right now. Tainted Love.
Tainted
I'm
love.
sorry I don't pray that way. Once I ran to you. Now I run from you.
That's right. Now I run from you.
Take my tears, and that's not nearly all.
Well, you've been crying all the show.
I can't stand the way you tease. I love
No,
you,
it's
though you hurt me
tease.
so. Gonna pack my things and go. So I can use the same dance with this song. I think I have to snap with this one too. Touch me, baby, tainted love.
You got to dance some more.
Are you using a special recording device to record my moves? Is that where you're
I
asking me
am.
to dance?
I am.
Dun, dun, dun. Are you making a Mike's Greatest Hits compilation?
No, because there isn't a greatest hit. We're
There's
still
a-
waiting for that greatest hit.
There's too much. There's too much material.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Yes, trust me.
Don't hurt your arm patting yourself on the back. I love you, Mike, but I don't think you got that much of greatest hits.
Oh, you haven't watched all the episodes.
I lived them the first time. I don't need to relive them.
Ads coming up. Long ending to the song.
We haven't seen Len in the house tonight.
Who?
Big Len?
Oh, maybe he's got a date. Maybe he's been learning some things from Dateable or Dateable and has now gotten some success.
Well, then you need to ask him to share that with you.
All right, what's going on with the song? Oh man, it's showing there's like this is like the ultra extended version. It's showing there's 4 more minutes left.
I would just fade it down.
I can skip it.
I would just fade it down and pull the mics up.
There.
You just got to remember to put the volume back up on the
Yeah,
music.
Which I won't do. Now he's singing again. I got this burning yearning. Tim, do you have a burning yearning?
If I have a burning urine, I'm seeing a doctor.
You go to your doctor. Doctor, I have this burning yearning. And
If
he'll
he
say-
starts singing Tainted Love, I'm getting a new doctor.
he or she will say, "We must take a sample."
Yeah, I got your sample.
Give us a sample. I think I'm just gonna let it play. Because I can sense that the listeners are grooving to the song. They're doing this dance. And they're snapping. Don't you leave me no more. Burning love that stings like a bee. I guess I never really listened to the lyrics of this song before. which is true for a lot of songs.
Yes,
All right, getting
we
tangled
just make
again.
up words.
Oh, we used to make up words of songs all the time. Like the song that you wanted to hear, Rockin' in the USA. My friends used to sing Pockin' in the USA. I did not tell them to do that. They just made that up on their own.
Sure.
It's true. Don't laugh. It's true. Hey, there's 15 minutes left.
It's going to take 15 minutes for the song to end.
Minute 30.
Feels like 15 minutes.
I didn't realize that when I loaded it up, it's 8 minutes long, 9 minutes long. Where did that love go? Baby, baby. Where did I love go? This was the group that made this album. They had no musical background whatsoever.
Oh, kind of like a lot of the acts now.
Oh man, I listened to that one station in town that plays the modern pop music, and it's just all crap. It's horrible. All right, mic's coming on. Tainted Love, Soft
We
Cell,
trained-
the extended version. Oh,
It was extended.
we could have made that a gnarly mix. Oh well, maybe next time.
So, Mike, I know that one of the reasons you live in Colorado is because you are afraid of sharks.
Yes, that's true.
So,
Do you have
a man
shark
in
story
Florida.
that's gonna scare me. I'm gonna have nightmares.
Yes, I am.
Oh man.
There was a man in Florida who was once bitten by an alligator Then turns around and gets bitten by a shark while on vacation.
Once bitten, twice shy.
Twice shy, you would think so. I think the guy needs to stay out of the water. He needs to move to Colorado to be away from the water.
Yeah. That guy must be tasty.
He must be.
Yeah, maybe he's like Kramer on Seinfeld, and he shaves with butter and then uses butter as sunscreen, tanning lotion.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. Somebody put butter in his sunscreen and didn't tell him, and so he lathered himself up, then jumped in the water, and the shark smelled the butter.
Either that, or he's using bacon grease. Bacon grease as sunscreen.
Oh,
Yeah, that could be it
man.
too. What are the odds? What are the odds?
That's what I'm thinking. What are the odds? You get bitten by an alligator, then later in life you get bitten by a shark.
Yeah, that's like people who get struck by lightning multiple times.
Yeah.
You know, they've got like extra iron in their bodies or something. So this guy's got something. Let's. Where was the story from?
USA Today,
What state?
Florida.
Oh, everything's from Florida. All right,
Yes.
I got friends in Florida. We'll make them our East Coast news correspondents and have them go track this guy down. See, maybe they can smell him and see what he smells like. Maybe he smells like bacon.
Maybe they should check out his suntan lotion too to make sure it wasn't butter.
You know, maybe he just eats so much bacon that he emits bacon from his pores. Like I had a friend who ate so much tuna fish that when he sweat, he smelled like fish.
Wow.
Seriously, yeah, he ate tuna fish like all the time. And I think it was probably because he was poor and he couldn't afford to buy anything other than a 50-cent can of tuna. But yeah, it was definitely noticeable. Or maybe, there are people who have this condition where they smell like fish, but they don't smell it themselves. So I remember reading the story and I was telling a friend about it. He's like, Mike, I gotta tell you something.
Well, I was just gonna say, the real reason, Mike, that I moved away was you smelled like fish, and the studio smelled like fish, and I couldn't stand it anymore.
Okay, all right, well, good to know.
Felt like I was leaving a fish fry every Friday night at the end of the show.
Well, see, a fish fry would be okay. That smell, I think, would be a good smell. But like fish, stinky fishy smell is not so pleasant. Unless you're a fisherman, and maybe that's like people who are farmers and ranchers, that they somehow like the smell of horse manure and cow manure.
I don't think it's that they like it. I think it just becomes to a point where they no longer notice it.
I know someone who told me that they like the smell. I'm like, okay. Not for me.
Well, maybe to them that's money. It smells like money.
Smells like money.
If the cow's pooping, that's money.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that would have been the reason this person said that. Yeah. So see, that's another thing we can research. We can research why people like the smell of house and horse and cow.
Well, as soon as you get done with your Sasquatch program, then you can start researching that.
Yeah, I have too much to do for this current project. And
Yeah, that's what I say. When you're done with the Sasquatch program, then you can start the research.
Yeah, well, that was one of the things that the conversation I had with the woman who's trying to find me funders. She says,
I thought you were going to say trying to find you. I mean, doesn't she know where you are?
No. Well, I'm trying to be like Sasquatch so people can't find me. But her comment today in our conversation was, I want to help you do this so you can do what's most important to you, what you do best, and that's take pictures and stuff. So I'm like, that's awesome, because that makes life so much easier. One thing I don't have to worry about. She can make it happen. So it's cool. Cool stuff.
Hopefully it will.
Yeah. I have every confidence in her. She told we were talking about one particular potential sponsor, and she knows this person, and she says, well, when I normally when I talk to them, they can't say no. So I'm like, cool, I have the right person in my corner.
Well, we need her to talk about to sponsors for the Gnarly Dudes.
Yeah, you know, um, we need
They
to
can get
find
in on the ground floor.
we need to find who was it that started Get Gnarly Day? Was it Westinghouse?
Yeah, Westinghouse, or yeah, I think it was Westinghouse.
Okay. Yeah, actually, Westinghouse, I believe, were the original sponsors of Nikola Tesla.
There you go.
There you
You
go,
can
guys.
tie it in together. Tesla and the
tie-in.
Gnarly Dudes.
Direct tie-in to Colorado Springs.
That's right.
Yeah, awesome. When they see my recreation of the Tesla lab photo, they're just gonna be like, yeah, these are the right guys.
I think so.
Yeah, these are the right guys to have. So hey, we made it through with 5 minutes left,
And no equipment caught on fire.
yes, we had that one snafu at the beginning. That was my fault, but you know, every show is a learning process for me. And some weeks I feel like I haven't learned anything, but I think compared to the last two shows, this is like a 10,000% improvement.
You've come a long way, babe.
That one where we just had the the portable phone underneath the microphone, that was pretty bad. And then last week's was pretty bad.
Yep.
And hopefully our listeners aren't saying this week's was pretty bad. But
They're saying we hit it out of the park.
Really? All right, awesome. I think so. I think it went much better than those others.
Yes, it did.
All right, I'm trying to find out what's up here. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I think this is gonna finish it off for us. We have, oh, I guess I can't skip forward, can I? Maybe I can, maybe I can't. I should theoretically be able to skip forward. Let me see what happens. Oops. Oh, why did it do that? That's weird. All right, I'm experimenting here, and it didn't skip.
Great. You wait till the last 5 minutes of the show to destroy everything.
All right. Well, I don't know what's going to happen when I push the button. So we're going to say good night. And
good night. Have a great weekend, everyone.
And thanks for listening. Well, I think that went much better than the last.
I think it did.
The previous 2 weeks. So I think we have a better handle.
We found the secret sauce.
Better handle on things. So I think that maybe eventually when the